Good evening, the tubes of you. Quick one today. One I've been waiting on for a couple of days, and of course, Amazon lost it. I noticed that Amazon lately has been getting worse and worse with shipping. A lot of things get delayed, and things somehow get lost. So, there's one that I've been not talking about, but I've been looking at for a while. I just heard it was a really cool knife, kind of one of those ones you just sort of have to have, kind of like Kershaw Skylines. You know, everybody needs to have one of those. A Kershaw Blur. Certain knives that I think are really nice. And while I certainly have been appreciating a lot of the Heretics and the Hogues and the Microtechs and the more higher end, two, three, $400 knives, I've definitely been looking to try one of these, and then just said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to try one. So what are we talking about today? That. We got a Civivi Elementum. So these are right around 50 bucks. D2, stainless steel liner, and it's got the gray G10 handles. So we'll open it up with the trusty Spyderco Paramilitary 2, which we will also leave out for size comparison. So I've not seen this. This is the first unboxing. I literally just got home from like a 200-mile motorcycle ride today. And cardboard box. Inside we got a nice little carry case. That's kind of cool. Do I love my new knife? I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm sure I will. Apparently got some little patch or sticker or I don't know, whatever. So anyway, if you don't know, Civivi is like the value line of WE knives. So just like you have Lexus and Toyota, that kind of stuff, or even Spyderco and Bird knives, spelled B-Y-R-D. WE knives out of China has a value line called Civivi. I think that's how it's pronounced. So this is the Elementum. And so I was looking at it because there was something about the shape. I've heard that for a small knife, it's a good size. It's more of like a office-friendly, although I don't know how many people are going to the office these days, but kind of an office-friendly knife. And so I really just kind of wanted to try this and see what I thought. Ooh, nice flip action. So what this is it is a D2 stainless steel blade, or I'm sorry, D2 tool steel. It's hard to tell, but there's a little D2 right there. You can probably see it if it's focusing in. That's really the only markings on the blade. It's got a hollow grind, nice. It's light. It's I don't know where the hell my scale is, but I've got a screen open. How much does it weigh? It's like two ounces, 2 point something ounces. So it's under 3 ounces. It's very light. It is a flipper design. So you have a nice little flipper, nice little jimping, just enough to catch, but not abrasive. Little jimping on the stainless steel liner lock. I believe this has bronze phosphor bushings. Blade is 2.96 inches, so just under 3. Drop point, a little bit of jimping on the back, a little bit of a finger choil that you can choke up on. It looks small, but in my hand, it is small. It's definitely on the smaller side compared to what I'm used to carrying. Things like Paramilitary 2s, Microtech, Ultratechs, Heretic, Clerics, the Blur, stuff like that. This is definitely a bigger knife. We'll put it up there for size comparison. Instructions, probably just tell me don't cut myself. Microfiber. Anyway, get that out of the way. So that is the Elementum. It's got G10. You can get them in wood grips. There's Micarta. The Micarta one was the one I ordered, and that one got lost, and I just said screw it. You know what, this one actually looks really clean. I really like that color. I love that hollow grind on there. Yeah, plenty sharp right out of the box. Yeah, plenty sharp. I could probably run through a ceramic rod and just touch it up a little bit or hit it with a strop, but certainly, sharp enough for whatever I'm going to use it for. Nice action, very light, deep carry pocket clip that is not reversible. It doesn't appear to be, it's only one position, so right hand carry, tip up, which is fine because I think that's how I have. No, actually I've got that configured the other way around. I think originally that was configured tip up. Some knives I carry tip up, tip down. Depends on whether they're automatics or assisted. I don't like a knife if it's if it's like this, if it is assisted, because if it did start to get open, it's going to open into my right plum. So those I'll tend to have it this way so that if it opens up away from me. But that one has got a really strong detent, and there's no, it's not going to deploy into my NAD. But what I like about this is the Civivi line. It's a good. I mean, it's D2 steel. It's stainless steel. It's G10. It's got a nice deep carry pocket clip. It's a good size. I mean, even though it's on the smaller size of what I would carry typically, if I wanted something that was just a little more discreet, that I could easily carry, and that's a good bit bigger. Let's see. I've got a steel wheel cut jack. That's a good bit bigger. So while that is thin, this is just really nice, really clean. I think that'll make a very good slicer. It's certainly stabby. And what I like about it is the ratio of the handle. Some knives that have like a 3-inch blade, I struggle with the handle being too small. Here, I can get a full 4-finger grip on that. And if I want to choke up on it a little bit, if I'm doing some fine cutting or something like that, I mean, I've got, XL, at least 1X. I forget what my motorcycle gloves are, but they're at least a 1X, if not a 2. But I've got large hands, and I can get a full grip on that. I mean, it is a little small, so if I was camping, I wouldn't want to be whittling wood all day with that. You'd probably find some hot spots and maybe get a blister because it's small. It's going to squirm around in your hand. It's not big enough to really lock in like something like for a larger knife like that does. But that fills your hand a little bit bigger. But when you just want something small, discreet, maybe in a pair of dress slacks that you don't want to draw attention to, you just need a knife for cutting open boxes, rope, basic cutting tasks. Really nice action. I like that a lot. So that is the Civivi, I already forgot the damn name. What was it? The Elementum. Yeah, Civivi Elementum, D2, G10, in gray. They seem to have a good warranty. I mean, the blade play, non-existent. There's nothing, you can feel that little click, click, click. You can feel that little bit of movement around. Nothing front to back. Lockup is good. Yeah, lockup's good. Blade centering is dang near perfect. I mean, out of the box, not a bad little knife. Check them out. They're about $50 off Amazon, 54 with Amazon Prime. And as long as I can manage to get it to you. Like I said, this is the second one I ordered. I had to get a refund on the first one, but pretty cool. I like that. That'll make a good little addition to the carry rotation. Yeah. Anyway, not much to say. It's just a cool little knife. What I like about it is I like these value lines, that they take designs from their higher end line, and maybe instead of having S35 VN or these other things where the knives that cost you 125, 175, somewhere in there, they take a similar design and they substitute it with G10 or micarta, drop the steel to D2, which is a decent steel. It's I'm not a knife. I'm not a blade steel snob. Some people, I will only use Elmax. All right, whatever. That's fine. It's your prerogative. Elmax is great, holds an edge forever, and then that can be a bitch to sharpen. So one that goes a little duller, a little bit quicker from heavy use, it goes dull quicker, but it also sharpen up quicker. So I like those companies that take those designs, and I've got 150, 250, $400 knives, but I don't want all my knives to be like that. So this kind of fills the notch of like your Kashaws, some of your Columbia Rivers, your entry-level steel wheels like the Cut Jack, the Modus. These all have their higher-end brothers with M390 and higher-end steels and things like that. But then they've got their $40, $50, $60 line, and that's a good sweet spot for knives these days. For $50, you can get a nice knife. For $50, you can get a Spyderco Tenacious. You can get these. You can get steel wills. You can get the Columbia River, the M16 Classic. So that's what I would recommend if you're going to look for something in that price range.